So it is the end of week 3 for me, and I have lost a little bit more weight, and I actually don't have a whole lot to report this week. Week 3 is a lot like week 2 was, and I will include a video of my my spin where I kind of just show you what I look like standing up, and I will include that at the end of this video so you can see how I'm progressing. So I do want to share that this week it isn't a whole lot different from last week. It was a really crazy week for me, really busy. I didn't have a whole lot of time to make videos or really post to Instagram or anything like that. One thing I do want to improve on is taking pictures or video of what I'm eating so that you can get a clear picture of exactly what I'm eating and drinking and how much and what does that look like. So I'm going to try and do that more, but I will probably begin to do that on Instagram just because it's a lot quicker and faster for me. So if you're curious about what my food looks like or what I'm having, you can follow me on Instagram for that stuff. So week 3 was a little different in the sense of like I was beginning to get bored eating carnivore food. So I kind of picked up a couple of different spices that were a little bit cleaner ingredients in them so that I had some flavor, and that really helped. So I would recommend, if you're getting bored with eating meat for breakfast, meat for lunch, meat for dinner, meat for a snack, whatever, to go splurge and get yourself some really nice spices and use them generously. It really does make a difference. It really does help. I had a ribeye, and I can't remember exactly what I put on it, but it was ribeye is good anyways, but it was so good that I enjoyed it. I also made a tri-tip and I seasoned that really generously, and it was very, very good. I also did a hamburger and I used a new seasoning on that, and it totally changed it, and it was really good. So if you find that you're getting bored eating meat and eating lots of carnivore food, you're gonna have to mix it up. Buy different cuts of meat, try things you haven't tried before, and splurge on getting yourself a seasoning. So I know that, hardcore carnivores are very picky about seasonings. So they're pretty much like salt and pepper, and they kind of get finicky if there's anything else in it, like, paprika, which comes from, chilies, or a taco seasoning or something like that. Just pick a clean version. I wouldn't really worry about the fact that it has peppers or onions or garlic in it. I think to keep this momentum going, you're gonna have to change things up, especially if you're a foodie. I'm a foodie. I love food. I love cooking. I love quality stuff. So I need variety and different flavors. So that is something that happened this week, just kind of getting boring, a little bland. So I spiced things up with a bunch of different flavors on my meat, and that truly, truly helped. What else? So I want to reiterate, I went back and watched one of my videos, and I was talking about how I eat meat, dairy. And I want to just clarify, I eat meat. I mostly eat meat in the morning. If I don't eat meat in the morning, I will have eggs with a piece of meat, or sometimes eggs and a piece of cheese. So it's very simple, and it's very doable, and it is working. So in the morning, I'm going to be having eggs or a piece of meat with that. If I have a lean piece of meat, I like to have butter with that, or a piece of cheese. I really try not to go overboard on cheese. It's like 1 serving of cheese. If I'm going to have cheese, it's not multiple slices of cheese. I do find that fattier cuts of meat or like darker pieces of meat keep me satiated longer than something like a chicken breast or a turkey breast. So I try, if I have something lean like that, I'm going to have it with butter or cheese or something to help satiate me and that I'm not hungry, because I really am trying to stick to 3 meals a day, and then I allow my coffees. That's also pretty normal. I think I mentioned this in another video. I'm not a big snacker. I used to be many years ago, and I worked on that long time ago, just slowly working on that, and I've never gone back. I just eat my meals, so not a big snacker. If you are, I think that's fine. Just stick to eating meat. I would also try to stay away from meat sticks and meats in packages. So sometimes you need a meat stick because you're on the go and you're on the run and you need something. I wouldn't recommend relying on that. It is not as satiating or filling as having a fresh piece of meat or something that you cooked the day before and you just reheated it. It's just going to be a lot more filling, a lot more, just gives you that satisfaction that you ate and that you're full, and you really can go on the day without feeling hungry. But I wouldn't recommend packages. Plus it's filled with, who knows what is in that packaged stuff. So I have bought some. I bought some clean versions and they're okay, but they're definitely not a meal. Great for a snack though if you're hungry. So this week I am down 0.4 pounds, which puts me at a total of 6 pounds that I have lost in 3 full weeks, and I'm going into my 4th week. So I haven't had any issues with acne or sores popping up on my face this week, so that was really cool. The first week and 2, I had some really sore ones on my face and they hurt. That's not normal for me, so that was not fun. I didn't have any of that this week on week 3. I also wasn't really hungry, although there were times where I felt like something different. My food was starting to feel boring to me and I wanted, it's been hot and we have watermelon and I wanted to bite a watermelon, and we have cherries and I wanted a cherry. And even things like I gave my kids some carrots and some celery sticks on their plate one night with dinner. And I'm like, I want some of that. So because I love crisp, fresh food like that, I'm starting to miss it a little bit in this week. But I did okay. It's just, I can tell things that are healthy for you that you can have, and that I've eliminated for this time being while I use carnivore diet as a tool to lose weight. Not having those extra carbohydrates, I'm like, oh, I want that, and yet it's healthy and it's good for me. So I think that as I progress and move out of weight loss mode, that it's just looking more and more like that's what I'm gonna want to include, real whole foods. So anyways, I'm down 0.4, a total of 6 pounds. I'm going to include after this video, what I look like, in the same shirt and pants that I have been wearing. My clothes are feeling better. My pants are not near as tight. I tried on a pair of shorts, that at the beginning I had like a muffin top on. Today I tried them on, no muffin top, button and fit very nicely. So I'm definitely losing inches as well as losing some fat. So that's super exciting for me. So if you have any questions or you're following along with me on this journey, feel free to follow me, ask me questions in the comments. I'm just trucking along one day at a time, 1 week at a time, and I'm just kind of going about my day, my normal routine, staying busy. I am continuing to do my 10,000 steps a day, and I am continuing doing those 3 weight training exercises that I mentioned in a previous video, where I am beginning to incorporate weights, 3 different exercises, whether that be upper body or lower body. I'm still doing that, and I'm doing that every other day. And so I've continued that. And so this week is just a lot like last week, and I'm happy, and I'm down weight, and I can tell that I'm down inches, and so I'm pretty happy. Again, I do want to post my food more and what I'm eating, so I will begin to post that to Instagram, so you'll see that stuff there. So again, I will see you in the next week. It will be week 4, and I will be wrapping up 1 month to the day next week. So stay tuned for my results of one month on carnivore, and my walking, and my couple of strength training exercises. So I will see you in a week for that 1 month result. See ya.